Hello Libra, thank you for watching. This is your love reading. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. Yeah. And for the support cards, I'm using the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue, who I want to obsessively call Dorothy. I have no idea why. First half is for relationship, second half is for single. I already shuffled, so it's... Alright. Another double card. And the devil card. These are all kind of squishing together here. I have a feeling I should... Okay. Well, Libra, we have quite the active thing going on here, don't we? I just wanted to be there. So... what is going on here? Your partner is feeling stuck, but so aren't you. This is where you're currently standing. Now, the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. I almost feel like they're blaming you for this. You're feeling kind of stuck in the situation. They're feeling like there's nothing they can do. There's so much to be done, but they can't get through it all. And they're blaming you for it. That seems to be where we're starting. Now that I'm saying that, if I go over here, I got the Devil on their side and I got the King of Swords on your side. I feel like you're trying to work it out, but they're just like, they're not having it. I feel like there's a lot of disgust and distrust. And you're trying to talk your way through it, trying to get them to listen to you, but they don't want to hear any of it. I feel like anything you say is being thrown back in your face. Okay. Now, that's where the situation currently is. That's what I'm feeling anyway. Granted, it's a general read, and this could be in the past for whenever you're watching it. But that's what I'm getting for like where I'm starting from. That's the starting base here. Now, I'm hearing a car come up the street. What? Where do we go next? You're staying afloat. So we're going to like what happens next here. You're staying afloat from the issue. You're succeeding, but you're very stressed about it. And I feel like they're being very naive to their part of the problem. I almost feel like they might be ignoring you a little bit. The Fool in this card really makes me feel like they're ignoring you. And they got the Empress behind it. Oddly enough, in this situation, I feel like the Empress is somebody else. I almost feel like it's like a motherly advice. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. And instead of like, because I almost feel like they were arguing with you before, somebody else is kind of like advising them, stop arguing. If you can't get along and if you can't talk it out, if you're just not in that spot, stop talking about it. Just, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything. When I'm looking more at this Devil card, I feel like when they're throwing things back in your face, I guess that is arguing, now that I think of it. I do feel like they're getting advice, like just, if you can't talk about it rationally and work towards a solution, if you really feel like the other person is just going to lie to you, then stop. Just stop. Just give yourself some time to cool off and think about it on your own. Just stop fighting. Stop being nasty about it. I kind of feel like somebody else is stepping in and telling your partner just to back off for a while. Because I feel like they're coming at you like no matter what you say, they don't believe you. They think you're wrong. They feel like you're the problem, not the solution. They're just not happy. And they're not working with you at all. And somebody else is kind of on their side saying, you know what, just stop. Stop doing that. Just step back for a while and breathe and just let yourself calm down Come back to it later. And I feel like this is kind of hard for you because I feel like the communication kind of drops off. And it's bittersweet because you get like a moment of rest, but you don't know where they stand with this. You have no idea. You're just like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what's happening. The Empress also, I feel like the Empress is connected to you. And but they also care about your partner. Like the Empress is on both your sides, if that makes sense. So the Empress is trying to help you guys work this out, the two of you, and trying to like diffuse it a bit. Granted, it's a general read, but for the most of you, I feel like that's how that's going to play out. Now, whatever it is that is making them unhappy, I feel like they're kind of stuck. And I feel like communication comes back into the picture, but they're a little bent out of shape about it still in the future. But they don't want to fight about it anymore. I got the High Priestess in the future for them, but I also have the Two of Swords. But when I'm seeing the High Priestess, I'm feeling like she's not happy. She's a little jaded in her thoughts in this version, what I'm getting right now. She's not happy. And she completely feels she's right. But she's not sure. She's feeling like there's really nothing to do about it at this point. But she is, this might come back in the future, just so you're aware. Because I feel like she's a little just disjointed about it. She's not happy. She's like I feel like she's filing it away. Now you, on the other hand, when the communication comes back, because it's not coming back in a... I don't know, I just feel like she doesn't want to talk about it anymore. There's nothing left to talk about. Whatever had to be fixed or dealt with was dealt with. She's just kind of like, you know what, let's just move on from it. Granted, as I always say, general read, don't get caught up in the gender. But that's what I'm getting. Like, she's just kind of like, I'm done with it for now. There's nothing else we can really do with it. So let's just move on from it. And at this point, the stress has been so much, you're like, let's do that. Let's do that. And this helps because you feel a lot better. It helps that they're stopping. They're just letting it go. And it helps that you're just letting it go too. You're feeling better. You're feeling like it's fine. All right, we're moving on. Not sure how this person's going to fit in, but let's see. I'm a little left here. Spiritually, they have the King of Rods. What's below them, what they're hiding, is the Ten of Rods. They're hiding these burdens. I feel like they're hiding these burdens, but they're taking them with them into the future. I'm getting like a reiteration there of that. Like it's something they're holding on to these burdens, they're putting them in like a backpack, and they're taking them with them into the future. Now, you have 2 cards for the spiritual aspect of this situation. You got the Ace of Rods, and you have the Death card. You feel like it's done. I feel like that's the big misconception, and that's the whole point of this reading. You're thinking it's said and done, and you've moved on from it. The other person is holding on to this, and it's going to come back. This fell out, the King of Pentacles fell out during the shuffling, and it fell out over on your side. The situation whatever caused this situation, I feel like it's more connected to you, and it's still going. You're just feeling like whatever the bump was, that it's over, and you're not going to have to deal with it again. But something about whatever's going on with the situation that upset your partner, I feel like you're looking at it as if, well, it's going to keep going anyway, and they're just at peace with it. How they're really handling it is like, well, it's going to keep going this way, but I'm not over it. I'm just sick of arguing about it. We'll deal with it later. When it comes around again, I'll be ready. That's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like that's the whole thing about this reading. I feel like you might be under the misconception that when they back off, I feel like the death card is saying you think it's over, it's done, it's not going to come back again, like almost like you've resolved it, because it's a continuing situation in your life that your partner does not like, and you feel like because they backed off, they're over it and they accepted it, but it's not what I'm getting. They're backing off because they're angry, but they don't feel like there's anything else to do about it right now. But they're taking those burdens into the future. It's going to come back again. It's definitely going to come back again. I do want to at least pull out one. What type of advice do we have for Libra to help them with this, since it's going to come back again? What advice do we have for Libra to deal with this? I got much. The first one, unrequited love, reconciliation, stay optimistic, and make the effort. Now, all of these together seem kind of crazy. But what I really think it's about is this situation that's outside of you that's bothering your partner. It could drive a wedge. It could drive a pretty serious wedge between you and your partner. I feel like unrequited love is with the King of Pentacles here. Like, the situation that keeps going on, that could cause more problems in the future that could be more devastating. Now, I feel like you're going well with your partner right now. Things are coming back together better. You're very optimistic, but there needs to be more of an effort on your part to work this out with the King of Pentacles. Whatever is happening here that's causing the wedge between you and your partner, if it's not taken care of, it could end up to the demise of your relationship. So I feel like this is where you are now. Things are repairing with your partner. You're optimistic, it's good, but you need to make a little bit more effort to deal with the King of Pentacles, or else this unrequited love is going to be what happens between you and your partner, because it's going to cause too much of a wedge and it's going to split you. That's what I'm getting. So if you're seeing this reading now and you're thinking whatever the situation was that you think it's over, your partner's still holding that. You're going to have to get in there and really fix this situation, whatever, because it's outside of your relationship. It's on your side. It's not directly with your partner. It's with something or someone else outside of you that's either taking your time, or there's something your partner does not like it. If it's not resolved, if this is not resolved, it will end up, I feel like it's going to end up leading to the demise of your relationship. Okay. So that's what they're saying with that. Let's go into singles. Alright, Libra singles. Messages for Libra singles, empowering messages to help them move forward in life the way they want to find what they want. That was quick. Okay. You're getting a lot of quick shuffles today. The High Priestess is showing up in yours too. Not sure if she's in a good mood or not. This is spinning. Why is this spinning? You want to go right side up. Okay, that's good. So, what's going on for Libra singles? You're standing in the position of the Empress. Very loving, very giving, very caring person. It's a very good energy to be conducive with a relationship. You got the Page of Rods. Rods, action, fire, blah, blah, blah. Pages, usually messengers. Who do you want to offer your love to? Who do you want to pursue? Okay. Now, this is interesting. Because the way this page is looking at the rod, I feel like you've chosen. You've chosen. The question is, will you go for it? This is something that's been taking some of your time. I feel like this has gone on for a little while. You might be pining or have been pining for this person. And something has gone on in their life something happened in their life where you feel like this is your chance. You've been waiting. Now, that being said, in the center here, we have the Nine of Swords with the High Priestess. And while I feel like it's so fresh, you're like, I can't do it yet. I want to. Oh, I want to move. I want to offer my love so much, so bad, but I can't because I know it's just too soon. I know it's too soon. I know it's not right. It's not right. I can't do it just yet. That's kind of the energy I'm getting with that. It's not right. Can't do it just yet. The High Priestess is very stoic. I don't know. Sometimes I like this card. Sometimes I don't, only because of the energy that comes off it. High Priestess is a good card generally. But the High Priestess, I feel like this is the situation, like, I can't, like, this has to work out. There's a certain way to do things. There's a right way to do things. I got to do what's morally right here. And she's almost like pinching herself, trying to make herself slow down. She's like, nope, this isn't appropriate right now. I can't do this right now. I feel like this is more of the same energy. I want this to work. I want this to have longevity. This should be a certain way. I got to do what's right. Like, I got to do what's right. That's the kind of feel I'm getting. I got to do what's right. Because if I don't do what's right, it's going to taint the whole relationship. It's going to ruin everything. So this goes on for a little while. I almost feel like you're waiting for somebody else's permission. Like, you're almost putting feelers out there, like, trying to find out when society or socially people would think it was okay for this person to move on. And then when you feel like that time has come where people are conducive and they won't be overly judgmental about it, you're going to go out there and you're going to give your offer. The thing is, you're very well aware that what's going on with the person that you're attracted to, they're feeling like they're going through a loss. And it's almost like a disarmament. Like they've lost some stuff, but they're not feeling like... I feel like you're watching them and they do things a certain way. And currently, when you're in this position where you want to, but you can't, they're more about picking up the pieces from the battle fought. They're putting their life together. They're trying to, they're getting some help where needed, if that's the case in your situation. But I feel like they're picking up after the battle fought. They're dealing with the fallout. They're putting their life back together. But once they start feeling more optimistic and the environment seems more conducive, you go out there for it. You go for it. You're like, hey, I like you. However you need to say that. Want to go on a couple dates? I just want to spend some time with you. I've noticed you. And I would just like to spend some time, get to know you a little better. Or, see if there's anything with us. Something like that. Now, the ending of this reading is actually the ending of the Major Arcana, the World card. And it was like kind of going up and down. Now, when it spins like that, it's kind of like, it's going to depend on your situation. I feel like the pining is done. The pining is over. Either goes forward or it doesn't. Now, I'm getting for some of you, this person heads off with somebody else before you have a chance, and that's the end. For others of you, you put out there that you'd like to see them, but they deny it. They don't want to. They don't want to. But I feel like this isn't for very many. So I apologize for this, but I feel like for a few of you, no, I'm feeling like I don't know. I want to say that for some of you, you get what you want, but I'm not getting that here. I'm getting like it's more of it's like the end of the pining, it's the end. I kind of feel like you've been pining for somebody for a while, but either they go on with someone else, or this is the end of the pining. I don't see this really going anywhere. It's the World card, and I'd like to say, but I'm feeling like it's the end of the situation. Because I feel like they head off in another direction. The Fool, I feel like they're not interested in a relationship. At the very least, not with you. I apologize for that. And they move on. And I feel like when this happens, like you feel like, you know what? I'm just gonna, there's nothing, like I don't know why I bothered, or you're looking back on it like it's just wasted time, and you move on. Because you're like, I'm not gonna waste another second on this thought. Clearly, it's not there. Moving on. No? It's weird because I so want to say that somebody's going to end up with who they want, but I don't see that happening and not getting that energy here. I feel like you've been waiting. I even feel like there's when this started, when you started pining, this person kind of flirted with you or did something to make you feel like they liked you. And it's why this all started. But, and kudos to you for getting out there and like putting out there how you feel, because I feel like that's what brings it to fruition. And even if you don't, for some of you, I feel like that this other person moves on with someone else, but you have the intention to. Because I feel like if you don't get out there and say how you feel to this person, you're on your way to, or you're getting ready to, and then you find out through other people, or just like you meet them somewhere and you see that they're with someone else, and like, oh, okay. But you're actively, you have every intention to put it out there how you feel, and I feel like it ends. But I feel like it's a lesson learned. Moving on. I guess that's it. I don't know. I guess I'm still looking for like a happy ending there, but maybe it is a happy ending because you're moving on. You're no longer going to pine for this person. But in this situation, I want to say it, but I'm not feeling it. I'm just really not. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.